So you know how the contract with Fox and UFC is up this end of this year?
Is it end of this year?
Yeah, 2018.
End of 2018? I think it's sometime in 2018, right? Does
You're
it
right.
say when it's up?
The Fox network has been the home of the UFC.
Oh,
for
2018,
years.
okay.
Now, at the end of 2018.
But now, before you do this, just so people realize it, most of the times when your deal's up, wheels are already in motion or a deal's almost pretty close to being done by now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's red flags that there's no smoke or fire right now. It's red flags. Like if you're any other company and you're looking for TV rights and you're not seeing a lot of news, this isn't good. Carry on. What is this?
So yeah, it is the end of 2018. That's when the deal comes to an end. And then Dana White said that they might even move to digital platforms. So no TV, no cable.
So the Fox network has been the home of the UFC for a few years now, and it ends in 2018. When the UFC signs its next broadcast deal, it could come on a digital platform, according to UFC President White. He put, absolutely the UFC could be on digital platform. The stuff is all about to change. When I grew up, we had channel 3, 5, and 8, 13, and then channel Sesame Street is on. Those are all the channels we had that day, right? Fighting works everywhere across the planet. Now with technology, we're getting to a point I always dreamed about. I used to always say, we'll take this thing all around the world, build a fan base, build some talent in every country around the world. Then we'll get to a point where in time, everybody can watch at the same time on the same platform. We're getting to that day. I have two thoughts on this. I think one of the reasons he goes, hey, we might go all digital is because that might be their only choice. There's not a lot of buyers in the game who want the UFC, especially after this year. 2017 has been a nightmare. Again, I'm not hating. It's just what the ratings have been, and the stars haven't fought this year, and Conor decided to go to boxing. So you have a rough year, and the marketing has been off and all that. So I think one of the reasons he says this is because it might be their only option.
Yeah. Not the best option, but their only option.
Yes. And I do think that the old guard of TV and tune in at 8 p.m. and make sure you see it here or you're not going to see it again is changing. TV's still big. Look at the MLB World Series rate. Sports are still huge on TV. TV's still a pretty big component. You obviously need to have a digital space too. You got to be in both. But I think the one thing that's not dying is sports. Ratings are down, but not for World Series. Mm-hmm. If it's a good product, people are still going to tune in, especially if it's live. If it's live and it's the only time you can see it live, you're always going to have a rating on TV if the product's good. So I think with them going, we're going to go all digital, I think they have to say that because there's not a ton of players in the game right now. I hope they figure it out. What's good for the UFC is good for me usually.
And there's something about TV that I don't even understand, but when it's on TV, it just feels cooler when you're watching live sports.
Yes.
As opposed to watching on a computer.
Yeah, I think you have to figure out to do both. Maybe do a deal with Amazon, you do a deal with Twitter or Facebook, but if you're just exclusively on there, now listen, no one gets digital media more than I do. I live in digital media world. 18 to 36 males is how I make my living, but it just, you're going to take a step back because people are like, Jesus, I can't watch UFC on TV anymore. Nah, man, you got to get on your handheld. Fuck. And I get that's going to be the future. It's a rough look right now. We're not there yet. The NFL would have done that already. These other leagues are way further than this down the road. And the TV, also, pay-per-view is where they make a majority of their money. That's where the UFC gets their nut filled. Those TV deals where they get a ton of their money. If you just go digital, you sell advertising, but there's no way you're recouping your money. That, whatever $4 billion you spent for the UFC, you better figure it out, son. And that ain't going to be the way.